From the moment you walk into the showroom floor at Trapp Cadillac, you understand our commitment to providing a truly exceptional experience for all returning and new customers.
Our goal is to make sure you're always comfortable while understanding the entire process of getting into your new Trapp Cadillac.
When you drive a Trapp Cadillac, you know performance, bold styling, and our shared commitment to service.
One thing you can always count on here at Trapp Cadillac is our excellent service experience.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Whiteside, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it very much. And whenever we need to get updates from the Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office, we turn to Captain Brendan Mathern. Captain Mathern, thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for having us, Keith.
Absolutely. All right, we got a little bit of a complicated arrest here and situation. Tell us a little bit about your CMU unit that went out and took care of this incident recently.
Yeah, so yesterday we had an incident where the Lafourche Parish Interagency Crisis Management Unit was called out to respond. And just to be clear, that is our equivalent of a SWAT team with tactical operators and negotiators and things of that nature. We just have a slightly different name for it. But they responded to the area of West 135th Street in the cutoff area. We had reason to believe that a suspect in a recent armed robbery was present, and that suspect was Jaden Woods. Jaden was believed to be on the property. We were able to apprehend him after some time. He did ultimately surrender, and we were able to take him into custody. Now, Jaden is one of 5 suspects that are wanted for a armed robbery that occurred in Bayou right around the time of the heavy snowfall, Keith. On January 24th, early in the morning, we had an incident where 5 individuals essentially robbed a man. We had talked about it here with you guys, and this occurred in the Bayou area. A short pursuit followed, and they essentially crashed the car and scattered. Deputies were unable to locate any at that time. What we did have, though, is we had a couple of people turn themselves in, and we've had a number of arrests. So 4 out of the 5 suspects have been arrested. So in addition to Jaden Woods, since our last update, we've also arrested Zion Williams. He's been arrested. He ultimately turned himself in to authorities in Terrebonne Parish. He was apprehended. The first 2 that were apprehended, one was Bro, was taken into custody. He was Anthony Bro he turned himself in on the day of the incident, and then 4 days later, Nathan Craig Jr. Turned himself in. He was arrested as well 4 days later. So all 4 of those suspects are now in custody, and we have 1 left in this armed robbery that we are looking for, and that is him right there, Jasmine Jackson, as you see on your screen. He is still wanted in connection with this armed robbery. And again, just to recap, we believe that one of these individuals worked with the victim to set up the meeting, and that they had a premeditated plan to get together with the 5 of them and rob him at gunpoint. So all 5 are charged with armed robbery, an armed robbery with the use of a firearm. They are all the 4 are still remaining at the Lafourche Parish Correctional Complex, whereas, of course, we are still looking for Jackson. And if you do know his location, we are, that's Jasmine Jackson right here. If you know his location, know his whereabouts, or have any other information that might be useful to investigators, you can contact Bayou Region Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SHERIFF. That's 1-800-743-7433. Or you can go online to crimestoppersbr.org, or the most popular way that people submit tips to us is through the Bayou Tips mobile app. And again, we're looking for information on the whereabouts of this man, Jasmine Jackson, wanted for that armed robbery.
Yeah, and as you mentioned as well, that tipsters with the Bayou Region Crime Stoppers could be eligible for a reward up to $1,000 in cash if the information leads to an arrest. And again, we'd like to get this fifth individual off the streets. We'd like to be able to find him. So anybody that can help with that, we certainly want to be able to do. You mentioned the cold weather. It's getting a little cooler again, but we're also preparing for Mardi Gras. And so we want to remind people to drive sober or get pulled over here this Mardi Gras 2025, right?
No doubt. And we are taking part in that national campaign for Drive Sober and Get Pulled Over. This one specifically is for the state of Louisiana, centered around the Mardi Gras season. We're going to have additional deputies on the road, really targeting impaired drivers, people that are exhibiting signs of potentially impaired driving. And we will be looking for those drivers in an attempt to get them off the road. Remember, Mardi Gras is not a time where all laws go out the window. In fact, you still cannot drink and drive. It is still as dangerous as ever. And it is very dangerous during Mardi Gras season, maybe more so during Mardi Gras than any other season because of the amount of children that you have, especially along parade routes, trying to enjoy this. Again, we tout Lafourche and Terrebonne Parish as a place for a family-style Mardi Gras. So let's not make decisions that would put our family members in danger.
Yeah, and a great reminder right there, again, that we've got a lot of people that come down to Mardi Gras to experience that, a better type of experience than they can in other areas. And it's doing it the way we like to do it, with family friendly. We want to make sure that people are making good decisions, and you guys are going to be out in full force.
No question. We will be out at every parade in Lafourche Parish, all 15 of them, to make sure that the parade is going smoothly and to make sure that people are staying safe. We'll be out before, during, and after the parade in all locations. For those parades that occur in our municipalities, like the city of Thibodaux, town of Lockport, and town of Golden Meadow, we'll be supplementing their law enforcement presence for all of those parades. So we're looking forward to a busy and fun Mardi Gras season, and we'll see you all out on the parade routes.
We really want to do that. And again, Drive Sober, Get Pulled Over is a joint with the coordinated and funded by the National Highway Traffic Safety Commission, our administration, and Louisiana Highway Safety Commission. Want to make sure that people are paying attention. We want everybody to have a safe holiday and Mardi Gras season, and we can trust you guys being there, being present, and taking care of that. Captain Brendan, we thank you very much for your time, as always.
All right, Keith, thank you so much.
All right, guys. And that will do it for this particular Bayou Time, but don't go anywhere. A whole lot more right here on HTV.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bourke, know your rights.